Magnus Dahlberg showing up, the young rookie. He goes in the first line, scores back-to-back short-handed goals on the same penalty. Oh my goodness, can you spell clutch? Can you spell Calder Trophy? Hello everybody and welcome back to the Stanley Cup playoffs. We are in 2026 about to face off against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Atlantic Navigators going for a first Stanley Cup. The Halifax Battalion are in the playoffs as well. It said they have won their first game. Halifax going for back-to-back championships. Gonna take a quick look at the lines. Patrick Kane had a phenomenal year as well as our rookies. First line is looking fantastic. Stahlberg, which was our rookie, grew to an 86. He ended up having 66 points, 39 goals. Magnus Stahlberg leading all rookie skaters. Blaze up to an 88. Patrick Kane actually grew to an 88. At 37 years old, put up 42 goals and 95 points plus 36. Patrick Kane is nowhere near slowing down. Kako went up to an 88. Casey Middlestad actually went down to an 80. He had a pretty rough year, although he is on his last year of his contract, so definitely going to let him go to free agency. We had obtained Evgeny Sveshnikov as well as Julius Honka in the previous episode. That really helped us out. Alex Ovechkin at 40 years old, still putting up points. 21 goals, 45 points for him. I am wondering if I move Middlestad. I wonder if I could replace him with... I had kept Aberg there. He is an 81 overall. I'm going to keep Middlestad, although he is a 1 overall lower. He's been the team all year, so just going to keep him there. Defense is great. Lambos, 88. Carlson, 87. There they all have a +1. Julius Honka, who was one of our new additions to the previous episode. And we also had the top rookie goaltender, Boris Korostin, up to an 83 overall. Had a phenomenal year. 41 wins, 19 losses, 5 OT losses, 6 shutouts, 911 save percentage, and a 264 goals against. Our goaltender from Belarus is doing very good. Still on his entry-level contract, of course. Number 33. Great goaltender. Hopefully, he can help us get our first Stanley Cup. So here we go, guys. Facing off against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm going to go check out the lines of the Lightning real quick. A few episodes ago, I did go to every single team before this regular season. And I know they're still very good. They still have Kucherov, who's actually up to a 95 overall. Point there, Dominic Cahoon. They have Gord, Stamkos, Olesen on the second line. Confer, Kapanen, and Berg. Kapanen, former Atlantic Navigator, playing against his former team. Bodker, Rodrigue, and Taylor Radich, who's an 85 overall in the fourth line. Not sure about that. I would put him on the second or third line if I were them. Defense is fantastic. Hemin, 85. Sergachev, 86. Foot. Shillington, former Navigator himself, Mueller, and Noah Jolson. In goal, Andrei Vasilevsky, still at a 90 overall. So they do have the edge in goaltending, although I truly believe we have more depth for the forwards and defense. I think we can match up against the Lightning and hopefully get ourselves a first round win. We've lost in the first round against the Flyers. We've lost in the first round against the Bruins. I'm looking to reach at least the second round and hopefully get ourselves a Stanley Cup. Playing in Tampa Bay, over in sunny Florida. We're not going to enjoy the beach. It's all business. Here we go. Period number 1. It is 2-2. Sveshnikov and Patty Kane score for us. Kucherov, Olesen for them. A couple of all-stars facing off against each other. Period number 2. Can we get the lead? And there we go. Sammy Blais, the captain. Captain Clutch comes in on Vasilevsky, and Evgeny Sveshnikov gets his second of the game. We're going to sim the third period. Big kill. There we go. The shots are pretty much even. Both of us get a power play. No one can capitalize on them. And, Michael Bodker scores on Krosin, and Sergachev scores. 2 goals in 31 seconds. Come on, guys. You can't let a 2-goal lead in a third go away in the playoffs. What are you doing? We need a goal from Patty Kane, a goal from Capo Caco. Looks like we're going into overtime. I'm just going to finish off the game here. Can we get the win? There we go. Casey Middlestad down to an 80 overall in the fourth line. Says, I still want to be in the team. I was thinking of taking him out and putting in Aberg, but I'm glad I kept Middlestad. He earns his spot in the lineup. 1-0 series lead. All right, game number 2. Let's see if we can win both games in Tampa Bay. Come home with a 2-0 series lead. Can we get a big first period, 1-1? Captain Sammy Blais scores and Kucherov scores on Korostin. Period number 2, we get another goal. Andreas Johnsson scores on Vasilevsky. Let's sim up the third period. 8 times speed. Come on, boys. We need a big goal from Kaapo Kakko. A goal from Ovi. And there is Patrick Kane, 37 years young, scoring a big goal on the power play. And that is all she wrote. 3-1 win. We have a 2-0 series lead against the Tampa Bay Lightning, coming back home to Moncton. All right, 2-0 series lead. We got to get a stranglehold. Get that big third win and put a lot of pressure in Tampa Bay. We need a huge first period. We need 2 goals. Give me 3 goals. Patty Kane, Andreas Johnsson, and Luke Kunin makes it 3-0 for the Navigators. After 2 periods, it is 4-1. Patty Kane scores again. Can he get a hat trick? He cannot. Stamkos scores, but the Atlantic Navigators have a 3-0 series lead against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Can we do just as Columbus Blue Jackets did in real life last year and sweep the Lightning? Here we go. Saturday night at the Avenir Center. The place is rocking. People from all across the Maritimes, New Brunswick, PEI, Nova Scotia, even people from Newfoundland and Labrador, all of the Atlantic region is in the building. Period number 1, 1-0. Hartikainen, our young defenseman, scores a huge goal on Vasilevsky. Can we keep the lead through the second? And we cannot. Magnus Dahlberg scores. I believe that's his first Stanley Cup playoff goal. Kucherov and Berg scores for them. 20 minutes away from a series sweep. We need 1 goal here. 1 shot. I don't care who it is. Just somebody put the puck behind Andrei Vasilevsky, and it's Alexander Wenberg. There we go. And no, Kucherov ties it right away. This is going to be an intense ending. Olsen scores for them, and we now are trailing 4-3. Come on, we need 1 big goal to tie it, and unfortunately, we cannot. Tampa Bay are not going home just yet. It is now 3-1. All right, so they're not going down easily. Game number 4 is always the hardest one to win. All right, here we go. Game number 4. We are back in Tampa Bay in sunny Florida. It is plus 35 outside. Everybody's at the beach, but we're not doing any fun stuff. It's all business. Period number 1. Kunin and Berg scores. So it is 1-1. Can we get a lead in the second? And for the second straight game, it looks like it's going to be a tight finish in the third period. We're all tied up. Big penalty kill. They're out shooting us 31-18. And Kasperi Kapanen scores against his former team. Oh my goodness. And then Noah Jolson scores. And Sammy Blais scores. A lot of goal in this third period. Can we get a big power play goal here? We need to tie it up. Only 5 minutes left. Come on, guys. I'm not going to blow a 3-0 series lead. Oh man, Tampa Bay wins again. So the series is now 3-2, heading into Moncton here on the Wednesday, April 22nd. Is this a day where we finally get a round 1 win? Here we go, playing in Moncton once again. After 1 period, it is 1-1. Johnsson and Gord. Every time somebody scores, it looks like there's somebody else that's going to answer. After 2, a huge second period, a lot of goals. Alexander Ovechkin finally gets on the score sheet. Sergachev gets 2, Cahoon and Fleury gets 1 for us. All right, it's not looking good so far. Down 4-3 heading into the third period. Big power play, and there we go. Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane has been so clutch for us, and oh my goodness, Stamkos scores, but Kunin ties it again. A lot of goals. It's 10 goals in this game so far. And there it is, Evgeny Sveshnikov. 5 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Get it. And there we go. Kaapo Kakko scores his first of the postseason. And the Atlantic Navigators, Timmins scores on the empty net. We get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Atlantic Navigators are heading to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Tampa Bay has been eliminated. Let's go over to the AHL. Wow, looks like the Halifax Battalion are out. They lost in 5 games, so Halifax is not going to have back-to-back championships. That is sad to see, but our focus is for the Stanley Cup. We already have a Calder Cup. Patrick Kane, 5 goals, 9 points in 6 playoff games. Unreal. I'm just going to check the stats of all the players after one. Patrick Kane, he had 5 goals, 9 points. Zadina didn't score, but he had 8 assists. Blais, Kako scored his first playoff goal in that previous game. Janssen, Svechnikov, and Kunin have 3 goals each. Carlson, 5 assists. There you go. Timmins had a goal. Ovechkin had only 1 point, but it was a big goal in the last game. So heading into round number 2, let's see who we face after beating the Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games. We are facing off the Florida Panthers, so back-to-back series versus Florida teams. Let's take a look at the Florida Panthers team. I know their offense is stacked. They got Barkov, they got Huberdeau, they got a lot of good players over there. They got Ekblad on the back end. Huberdeau, Barkov, and Smirnov. That line is unreal. Then Simmons, Bjorkström, Kevin Labanc. They have Joey Anderson, Vincent Trocheck, Owen Tippett, Connolly, Kyra, and Colin Wilson. Looking at the defense, Gustafsson, Ekblad up to a 92. D'Angelo, former Navigator, so once again playing a former teammate of the team. So once again playing a former player of the team. Kettle, Matheson, Sierra. And in goal, they have David Riddick at an 81. So I do feel that we have the edge in defense and goaltending, but their top 6 is just insane. Let's go, guys. We're playing at home. We have home ice advantage in this series. Let's take advantage of that. Let's get a big win here on Saturday night. Get a quick goal in the first period. And unfortunately, we are losing 2. And there we were losing 3-2 actually. So Hartikainen and Carlson score for us. Couple of defensemen. Bjorkstrand, Connolly, and Gustafsson. Borgstrom, Connolly, and Gustafsson score for them. 4-2. Borgstrom scores on Karostin again. Can we come back in this game? No. 6-3. Smirnov and Huberdeau. Svechnikov scores for us. That first line is filthy. Huberdeau, Barkov, and Smirnov. They're going to be dangerous. Come on, boys. We need a big bounce back win in this one. Game number 2. We cannot let the Panthers come into our building and get 2 wins. Play like the first game never happened. Period number 1, we get the lead. Andreas Janssen on Riddick. Period number 2, it is 3-0. That's what I want to see. The captain, Sammy Blais, and Carson Lambos on the back end score big goals for us. And we close the game with a goal from Connor Timmins. Smirnov scores for us as well. Smirnov gets 1 for them, breaking Karostin's shutout. Seems like Connor Timmins usually scores empty net goals, but there you go. He scores on the goaltender. Great to see. We even up the series at 1. Let's get 2 wins in Florida. I want to come back home with a chance to win the series in 5 games. Here we go. After 1 period, it is 2-0 for Florida. Connolly and Trocheck. Oh, man. Come on. Bounce back here. There we go. Sammy Blais and Alex Ovechkin. Back-to-back goals from the Russian. And our captain once again with a clutch goal on David Riddick. Let's him up 8 times the 3rd period. And let's get 1 insurance goal. Oh my goodness, that was bad timing. Colin Wilson scores for them. We need to take the lead here, or is this going to go into overtime? Wayne Simmons, come on, guys. You can't let this game go like this. Gustafsson scores for them as well. Oh my goodness. 5-4. We almost tie it at the end. Zadina, too little, too late. We're down 2-1. Let's even it up. We need to win the next game here in Florida. It is a must win. I don't want to go back home down 3-1. All right, boys. We need the offense going early. Let's get a goal from Kane or Kako. 2-0. Jujhar Khaira scores 2 goals on the 4th line. You hate to see that. 3-0. Huberdeau and 4-2. Lambos, Zadina, Simmons scores for them. We are down 3-1 against the Florida Panthers. That's horrible. Well, we need to win the next 3 games. It's not going to be easy. I think the team can do it, though. So let's go playing against the Florida Panthers at home. All right, so I'm probably going to make a couple of line changes here. It's a big game. It's a must win. We need to win this one or else we're out. I'm not sure what I can really do. I mean, Sammy Blais up to an 89. Do I put Kunin up, put Wenberg down. I'll give a +1 to that line as well. As for defense, I'm not really sure I can change anything there. I'm wondering if I can get a +3 somewhere. Doesn't look like it could get any better chemistry than I have right now. For goaltending, of course, we're going to keep Carosin in the net. Sammy Blais up to an 89 overall. We need to win 3 games in a row. It's not going to be easy, but we've won over 10 games in a row in the regular season. We can win 3. Let's go. Period number 1, no goals. Period number 2, 1-0. That's how it starts. Capo Caco on the power play. 2-0, Philip Zadina. Another power play goal. Can we make it 3-0? We cannot. Just going to send the end of the game. And 2-1, we barely walk away with a win. Simmons scores for them. It is now a 3-2 series lead. Take it one game at a time here. 1 period at a time. We are down 3-2. All we have to do is win 2 more games. Let's start by winning this one. Let's win the period. Let's win every shift. Period number 1, 1-0. And there's Patrick Kane getting back on the score sheet. Big power play goal. Period number 2, 2-0. Denisov on the fourth line. Let's go. That's what I want to see from our young center. Can we close it out? And there we go. Syria scores for them, but for the second game in a row, we squeak in a 1-goal victory. Couple of 2-1 wins. Here we go, guys. Game number 7 in round number 2. For a second year in a row, we are in a game 7. Now we are on home ice playing in Moncton at the Avenir Center. Period number 1, it is 1-0. Jonathan Huberdeau on the power play. Can we tie it up in a second, please? 2-1. Stahlberg scores for us and Matheson for them. There we go. Luke Kunin coming in clutch, and Denisov on the fourth line. Denisov had his chance in the NHL and he gets it. Anderson ties it for them. We need a big kill here. 12 minutes to go, guys. Game number 7. Everything's on the line here. Pretty much next goal wins at this point. 6 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Are we going to go into overtime in game number 7? And there we go. John Carlson wins the game at the end of the third with 40 seconds left. A big free agent signing on the back end. And John Carlson is the hero. We're heading to the Eastern Conference Final. Calco has 13 assists, 15 points in 13 games. Zadina has 14. Kane has 6 goals, 7 assists. Blais 5 goals, 7 assists. Blais up to an 89 overall. Kane still an 88. Zadina 87. Calco is up to an 89. John Carlson still an 87. Janssen and Sveshnikov were pretty good there. Hayden Furry 84. Kunin had 6 points. Ovi 4 points there, still an 81 overall. As for the goaltending stats here, Carosin 903 save percentage, 305 goals against. It looks like Charles-Antoine Lavallee had probably came into relief, or he had one start, looks like. But here we go, guys, playing in the Eastern Conference Final. We're 4 wins away from the final, and we're facing the Carolina Hurricanes. Okay, I know they got Aho, they got Quinton Byfield, and they have Andrei Sveshnikov facing off against his brother, Evgeny Sveshnikov. It's the battle of the Sveshnikovs. Aho, a 91 overall. Sveshnikov, an 89. Niederreiter, 84. Hyman, Nikash, Byfield, Pospisil, Kilkanen, Chubisov, Gunler, Agostino, Amble. Now, their fourth line is pretty weak. They have a fantastic top 6. I think we may have a bit more depth than them. JP, Slavin, Atranovich, Pionk, O'Rourke, and Zadorov. So we definitely have the edge in defense. And they have a 77 overall, 36-year-old Martin Jones in net. All right, well, on paper, our team is 100% the better team. But as we know, games do not play themselves on paper. We need to get on the ice and perform like we can do, like we've done all season. We've faced adversity. We've rallied back. We'd had 28 wins in the last 35 games of the regular season. We were down 3-1 against the Panthers. They won 3 in a row. So it looks like we're going to face either Winnipeg or San Jose if we win. So let's go. Take it one game at a time, one period at a time, one shift at a time. We have home ice here playing against the Hurricanes in Moncton. Let's go. We got to win every shift, win every period. And there's a power play. And Sammy Blais, power play goal. Captain Clutch. That's going to be his nickname from now on. Sammy Blais, Captain Clutch. He strikes again. Period number 2. It is 2-0. Magnus Ståhlberg, the elite rookie, the potential Calder winner, strikes on Martin Jones. After 3, a big 4-0 win. The new addition, Julius Honka, and the clutchest captain in the league, Sammy Blais, gets a power play goal. We walk out of the arena with a 4-0 convincing win. That's a statement game for a series. We got to play like that 60 minutes every single game. Here we go. Game number 2. They are 8-4. We are 9-5. Similar records. Let's get her done. 1-0 Chubasov scores right off the bat on Kurosin on the first shot of the game, I believe. Let's tie it up, and we do. Magnus Ståhlberg and Patrick Kane, Zadorov and Chubasov score for them. After 2 periods, it is 3-2 Carolina. Nino Niederreiter. All right, going to sim this up. They're outshooting us by twice as much. We just need to get one past Martin Jones. Come on, 77 versus an 83. Agostino scores on Kurosin. There's a power play. Can't capitalize, and we come within 1 goal. Agostino scores again. Jake Bean, Janssen, and Kunin for us. So Carolina, they're going to tell us they're not going to be an easy opponent at all. So we're now tied up 1-1. Heading into Raleigh, into North Carolina. Heading into Raleigh for game number 3, playing away. Period number 1. 1-0 right off the bat. Philip Zadina scored 20 seconds in the game. That's what I like to see. Ståhlberg scores again for us. And then Aho and Nikash for them ties it up. All right, another stressful third period, I see. 2-2. Can we kill off a power play? We can. All right, shots are dead even. Goals are dead even. Come on, boys. Power play goal. Ovi, score. Come on. Come on, kill this one off. There we go. 8 minutes left. Denisov scores a shorthanded goal and Martin Jones. Let's go. Dmitry Denisov. Then we have a 5-on-4 power play, and there it is. The hero of the game, shorthanded Denisov. Kurosin made 28 saves. We have a 2-1 series lead. All right, here we go. Game number 4, looking to take a 3-1 stranglehold on the series. It is 2-0. The boys want it bad. Kako on the power play. Zadina scores after him. 2-0 after 1. 3-3 in the second. Jake Bean, Quinton Byfield, Sebastian Aho. Ståhlberg scores on the power play. Ståhlberg has been amazing for us. He may crack the first line next year. All right, once again, guys, heading into the third period tied. This has been the story of the playoffs. They've all been close games. We haven't had many runaways, and there's Martin Nikash. Nikash and Aho score for them. It is 5-3. Oh my God. Well, looks like Carolina wants to battle. 2-2 series tied. They're showing why they made it to the conference final. It's going to be a tough series. It is now a best out of 3. Whoever wins 2 goes to the Stanley Cup final. All right, boys, don't let the pressure get to you. Just play like it's any other game like you played all year. Win the first period, and nobody's going to score in the first. Can we get the first goal in the second? We can. Magnus Ståhlberg, once again, the potential Calder Trophy winner. And, oh no, Nino Niederreiter scores for them. 5-on-4 power play. There we go, Sammy Blais. Captain Clutch, he strikes again. Can we kill this one off? We can. Under 9 minutes to go in the third period. Come on, guys, get big defense here. We need shot blocking. And no, Quinton Byfield scores for Carolina. Oh my goodness, we're heading into overtime in game number 5. Winner gets a 3-2 series lead. We need to jump into this game. Here we go, guys. Game 5 overtime. Winner gets a 3-2 series lead and moves 1 win away from the Stanley Cup final. This is a huge period, of course, the biggest period of the year. Let's capitalize and get her done, boys. Oh no, there's Sebastian Aho coming quickly in a non-man rush. He tries to go between the legs. Questionable decision by Aho there. Here's Patrick Kane to Lambos. Phillips Adina. They're going quickly down the wing. And what is Adina doing? Passing it behind him. Come on. There's Andrei Sveshnikov. Passes it over in front. It bounces back. And Captain Clutch gets it. Sammy Blais coming in down the ice. Come on. Pass it up. He loses the puck, but he gets it back. Patrick Kane in front, and Martin Jones makes the catch with this glove. All right, here we go, guys. Ovi's on the ice. Lamot's on the ice. Wenberg, he just misses the net. In front, there we go. Alexander Wenberg, overtime winner. Look at that. Look at Karostin. Attaboy. The boys come out of the game with a win and a 3-2 series lead for the Atlantic Navigators. A great play up front over to Wenberg, and the boys capitalize on Martin Nikash's undisciplined. What a beautiful pass there, and the instant slow-mo replay. Absolutely beautiful. Andreas Jonsson to Wenberg. Look at our mascot with the big flag. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful sight to see. Oh my goodness, we are one win away from the Stanley Cup final. Unbelievable. 3-2 series lead. We are playing in Raleigh, in Carolina. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this. The boys are pumped. Let's go. Period number 1. It looks like the intensity is going to grow. This is stressful. And oh my goodness, 4 goals in the second period. Patrick Kane, Kaapo Kakko, Denisov, and Alexander Ovechkin. The boys want that cup. They can taste it. They are 1 win away from the finals. Let's slow sim the third period 8 times. Let's just shut the door. No goals in this one. Come on, boys. Big defense. We need at least 1 more. I want 5. Big kill there on that power play from Carolina. Come on. We are 5 minutes away from the final. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Atlantic Navigators are going to the Stanley Cup final. A convincing 4-0 shutout for Boris Karostin. There we go. And it looks like we're going to face the San Jose Sharks for the 3rd year in a row. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions returning to the Stanley Cup final. Wow, look at the record. 47-26-9. We were 52-24-6. Kaapo Kakko has 23 points in 19 playoff games. So before we enter this series, let's take a look at everybody's points. Kakko there, 89 overall. Patty Kane with 20 points in 19 playoff games at 37. He's 88 overall, matching his jersey number. Captain Clutch with 20 points. He's up to an 89. Zadina an 87, 19 points. Carlson at 14. He's still an 87. Jonsson, Stahlberg. Man, how about Magnus Stahlberg? The 19-year-old rookie coming into his first ever Stanley Cup playoff. He has 11 points, 7 goals in 19 games, and 69 shots. Very nice. Kunin, Wenberg. There's Evgeny Sveshnikov, who beat Andrei Sveshnikov in the previous series. Denisov had some very important goals for us, as well as Alexander Ovechkin, Lambos, Hartikainen, and Mittelstadt, and Julius Tonka, who drew the penalty in overtime in game number 6 to give us a series win. As for goaltenders, Karostin 12-7 with 2 shutouts. His goals against average came down to 2.83, 908 save percentage. That's fantastic. There we go. I mean, what's up with this? Charles-Antoine Lavallée played 1 game, has 1 loss, but a save percentage of 1,000. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, so one more thing before we head into the Stanley Cup final. We need to take a look at San Jose's lines. Alright. Okay, here we go. So we are facing off against Toivo Teravainen, Alex Barré-Boulet, and Tyler Toffoli, who was a former MVP in the previous playoffs. Denis Gurianov, former Atlantic Navigator. We got him in the expansion draft. He's now with the Sharks. Thomas Hurdle, Gustav Nyquist, Michael Frolik, Dylan Gambrell, Timo Meyer, Nikolai Goldobin, Logan Couture in the fourth line, and Nick Ritchie. So definitely a very good team, but I think that ours is better on paper overall. I think we can keep up with them. Sanheim Merkley, Eric Carlson down to an 82 at 35. Zward, Fleury, Dochin. So we definitely have the edge in defense as well. In goal, they have an 80 overall and 280 overalls. Okay, so Lucas Parik, picked in the third round 2019, and Topi Pitkanen in 2022 in the second round. So I don't know any of these guys. I'm not sure if they're traded or if they're real players. One is Czech, the other one is Finn. Looks like we're facing off against a couple of very young goaltenders who brought that team to the Stanley Cup final. So should be a fantastic series. Here we go. It looks like we have home ice advantage, which is great. We are 12-7. They are 12-5. Here we go. Game number 1. The first ever Stanley Cup final game in Moncton. The entire Atlantic region is in the building. People from all around. And Hurdle scores a power play goal 2 minutes in the game. Can we tie it up? And there we go. Filip Zadina gets a power play goal himself. Tying it 1-1. After 1, it stays 1-1. Period number 2. Can we get the lead? We can. Luke Kunin and Casey Middlestad. 3-1 for the boys. Can we finish it off? There we go. Tyler Toffoli scores a power play goal, but John Carlson in the empty net clutches up 4-2. Boris Koroshin made 40. Boris Koroshin made 39 saves. You'll love to see it. Our young Belarusian goaltender showing up. All right, game number 2 here on the Saturday, facing off against the Sharks at home. Can we get a 2-0 series lead? After 1 period, it is 2-0 for the Sharks. Toffoli and Dochin. They're going to make this difficult, I think. Let's tie it up in a second. We need 2 goals from our side. After 2, looks like it's 3-0. Ryan Merkley scores for them. And 4-0. Oh my goodness. The offense did not show up at all. Oh my goodness. We need better than that, boys. Show up. It's the Stanley Cup final. We can't stop right now. Period number 1 from game number 3. It is 4-1 San Jose. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, guys? Former Atlantic Navigator Guryanov. Couture gets 2. Carlson and Toffoli. Well, we're getting outshot 17-7. This is a joke. Come on, guys. Get at least 2 in the second. No. 7-1. Couture has a hat trick. What is going on, guys? This is a complete massacre. 7-3. Well, I think I'm making a couple of line changes because those 2 games we got outscored 11-3. This is not acceptable in the finals. We need to bounce back. As long as we can even up this series at 2, that's all I want right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do, we're going to put Kako in the first line. It's going to give a -1. Wonder if there's anything else I can do. I definitely want to keep that +1. So let's go with that. Let's see if we move anything else around, if it's going to change anything. I mean, to be honest, there's really not a lot that I can change here. The lines, I mean, the way they're set right now, maybe if I put Stallberg on the first line instead of Zadina, maybe that'll spark something. I'm not sure, but let's try that. As for special teams, Stallberg, Blake, Kako, Kane Carlson, Janssen, Weberg, Zadina, Lamos, and Ovechkin. I mean, I like it like that. I'm really not sure what else I can do. Hopefully that little line change there, moving Stallberg on the first line instead of Zadina. That can be maybe the spark that we needed. I wonder if there's anything else I can do. It doesn't really look like it. Alright, this is going to be the lineup. This is a must-win. If we lose, we're down 3-1 against a very good Sharks team heading back home. So, as long as we can win 1 out of 2 away, I'd be happy. We need a win here. Get it back to a tied series. We need to win every shift, win every period. After 1, 2-1 for them. It's still not a massacre. Foley, and Hurdle, and Patrick Kane. At least it's not a crazy amount of goals. Period number 2, 4-3. There we go. Hartikainen, Johnson, and Honka. Couple of goals from the back end. Teravainen scores for them. We need big defense. We need one more goal. We are outshooting them by over twice as much. Looks like that line change paid off. And oh my goodness. Teravainen and Logan Couture score back-to-back power play goals within a minute. And Andreas Johnsson a power play goal. Everybody's taking penalties. Everybody's capitalizing. 5-5 and 6-5. Capo Caco. There we go. Can we tie up the series here in San Jose? A crazy game. There it is, guys. 6 goals. The offense finally woke up. Moving Stallberg on the first line instead of Zadina. I think that worked out. Zadina's even happy. Bliss happy. Day game morale. There we go. It is a best out of 3 series. Let's win this game at home versus the Sharks. After one period, 1-0. Capo Caco on the power play. Thank you, New York Rangers, for Caco. I really appreciate it. Can we get the lead in the second? And it's 2-1. Teravainen scores again in Gabriel. Teravainen has been insane for them. All right, boys. It is a tie series. I don't want to get from behind it. There we go. Magnus Stallberg showing up. The young rookie. He goes in the first line, scores back-to-back short-handed goals on the same penalty. Oh my goodness. Can you spell clutch? Can you spell Calder Trophy? Magnus Stallberg at 19 years old goes into the Stanley Cup final and scores 2 short-handed goals on the same penalty. My goodness. And just like that, guys, we are 1 win away. I repeat, we are 1 win away from a Stanley Cup. We are playing in the Shark Tank in San Jose. Not an easy arena to play in. Here we go. I'm going to sim up 8 times the entire game. Can we get a big kill right off the bat? We can. We kill off that penalty that we took. 5-1-4 power play. Can we get one? Come on, guys. There we go. Patrick Kane scores a huge goal on the power play to make it 1-0. Oh my goodness, guys. We have the lead. We got to do the same in the second period. Here we go. Let's take it one shift at a time. We don't get nervous. We just play our game like we've done all year. We've came so far. We are so close. We can almost taste it. Kill off that power play. Can we get a power play goal from us? We cannot. Oh my goodness. 4 minutes to go. And Capo Caco. Thank you, New York Rangers, for Caco. He gets a huge goal. Oh my goodness, guys. We are 20 minutes away. Ryan Merkley scores in a power play in Corrosin. Oh no. Please. 2-1. And no, Nick Ritchie scores on a power play as well. Are you kidding me? Only 11 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Get a big goal here. 2-2. Oh my, this is insane. I'm actually going to pause it right now with 3 minutes to go. I'm going to jump into the game. Computer versus computer. We are a couple of minutes away from a potential overtime. We have 96 offense versus 94. 92 defense versus 87. They're actually noted as having better goaltending. I believe it's because their backup is an 80 where ours is a 70-something overall. I think that's where it means because Croson is a better starter than their starter for sure. This is it, guys. 3 minutes to go. We are all tied up at 2. We need 1 goal, 1 shot. That's all we need, and then close the door in the last few minutes. Game number 6. Come on, get that puck out of the zone, please. Erik Karlsson passes it to Gurianov. A big defensive play there by the boys. Luke Kunin passes it off to Capo Caco. Over to Zadina. Don't get fancy, guys. Just get the puck on net. Pass it over to Caco. Get it to Ovi on the other side. Kunin, oh my goodness. There's Caco behind the net to Zadina. He's going to pass it over to Kunin, to Honka. And that was one pass too much, boys. We got to get it on net. Get pucks on net. I know it's cliche, but keep it simple there. Oh my goodness. Philip Zadina with the steal. Don't get fancy. Just keep it simple. Get that goal. 2 minutes to go. This is insane. Gustav Nyquist coming down the wing. He's going to dangle around, and a big stop by Boris Karostin. There we go. And a big hit there behind the net. Honka over to Zadina. He's going to make a nice deke there, but lose the puck. Oh my. Zadina steals it. Oh my goodness. And he fans on the shot. Erik Karlsson got in front of Zadina. Just had enough of that puck. Kane, Stolberg, Johnsson, and Blair. We have 4 guys in the top of the leaderboards for the goals. Stolberg, Blaine, Kane. We got our first line. It's line number 1 versus line number 1. Lose the face-off there. Come on, boys. Get it back. There's Barry Boulet over to Toivo Teravainen, who has been amazing for San Jose in the playoffs. Merkley with a long shot. Karlsson sees it all the way. Magnus Stolberg gets a pass from John Carlson. Nice deke. Oh my goodness. Good try by Stolberg. Passing it up in front. And oh, they whiff on a one-timer. The puck goes deflected by the Sharks player. Come on, guys. Big hit there. Merkley, big stop by Boris Karostin. 1:17 to go. Passes over to Lambos and a big stop with 10 seconds to go. Over. Oh my goodness. What a stop by Parik in front. Wenberg over. Oh my goodness. How did that not go in? We are going into overtime. Those were some season-saving saves. Parik just saved the Sharks there. That was so close from a Stanley Cup, guys. Oh my goodness. Well, we are heading into overtime. Can we get a dramatic overtime goal? Alright, we got to get big defense right off the bat. Teravainen, he misses the net with a big slap shot. Merkley passes it up to Teravainen in front. Barry-Boulet, Carson Lambos with that big body of his. 88 overall, gets the puck. Patty Kane coming down the wing. Come on, is he going to snipe it? Passes it over to Sammy Blais. And there we go! Captain Sammy Blais. The Atlantic Navigators have won the Stanley Cup. We did it, guys. Sammy Blais, the captain, with the overtime goal. Oh my goodness, the Atlantic Navigators, for the first time in franchise history, we've won the Stanley Cup. I can't believe it, guys. In 2026, wow, everything we've been through, the ups and downs, being down 3-1 against the Panthers, letting in 7 goals against the Sharks early in the series. The boys never gave up. And how fitting that is the captain that gets the winning goal. Boris Karostin was unbelievable for us. The shaking of the hands. Wow. They're going to give away the MVP, and it looks like it's Capo Caco, the Conn Smythe winner. Most valuable player in the playoffs. What a beauty. There you go. Get that thing over your head and celebrate. And there she is, guys. The Stanley Cup. We earned it. We worked so hard all playoffs, all season long. I can't believe it. We actually did it. And there he is, Sammy Blais, the overtime hero. Gonna lift up the Stanley Cup. We are the champions. Yes! Wow, what an unbelievable feeling. Look at that, Sammy Blais. Who is he gonna pass it to first? That is going to be Casey Middlestad. He's going to pass it off to number 6, Julius Honka. So a couple of newer additions on the team are getting the cup. He's going to go ahead and get a skate with hit. Or, yep, there you go. Julius Honka. He was great for us in the back end. After him and Svechnikov came in from Dallas, That definitely turned things around in the season after the All-Star break. Wow. Beautiful sight to see. Who is he going to give it to next? Boris Korostin. What an amazing season and playoff he's had. Our all-star goaltender. Wow, he was unbelievable for us. And there's a team picture. Alexander Ovechkin gets himself another Stanley Cup. Wow, so proud of the team. There it is, guys. Sammy Blais with the winning goal. Capo Caco had a goal. 3-2 overtime win. And we beat the back-to-back defending Cup champs. What a great feeling. And I'm looking forward to even more Stanley Cups down the road for this team. This is only the beginning. I'm looking to build the best team I can. And super proud of how this went down here in year number 7. So year number 7, it took 7 years to win the cup. It was all worth the wait. On May 31st, 2026. Let's see the player stats. So Capo Caco, our MVP, had 7 goals and 29 points in 25 games. Patrick Kane had 25. Zadina 23. Blais 22. Carlson 18. Gonna go down the list. Magnus Stolberg was huge for us, our rookie. Sveshnikov, our new addition, as well as Honkov. Ovi had 6 points. At 40 years old, wins himself another Stanley Cup. Patrick Kane at 37 gets another Stanley Cup as well. Adds to his collection. And of course, we can't forget Boris Korostin. He was unreal. 69, 2 shutouts, and 94 save percentage. 306 goals against average. There we go, guys. The Atlantic Navigators, for the first time, are Stanley Cup champions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sim up to the draft just so I can see the individual awards as well. And there you go. Atlantic Navigators win the cup. Rockford Ice Hogs win the Calder Cup. So in back-to-back years, we got a championship. We got an AHL championship and then the Stanley Cup. Minnesota picks first, Colorado second, Montreal third. That's a look at your draft lottery. As for retirees, I'm going to see if any players are retiring. I'm interested to see if Ovi's going to call it a career or if he's going to stick around. Few retired players, I'm going to see if Ovechkin has called it quits. And yes, he did. How fitting is it that Alexander Ovechkin finishes his career winning a Stanley Cup? Finishes with 946 goals, 1,770 points. An incredible Hall of Fame career for Alexander Ovechkin. Giroux gets an amazing career himself, over 1,300 points. Erik Karlsson, that was his last game, the NHL. 1,100 points as a defenseman is incredible. Pacioretty, James Van Riemsdyk, Krejci, Perron, Foligno, Jordan Staal, Stepan Opozo, Simmons, that was his last game with the Panthers as well. So you go down the list. Those are your retired players. All right, so those are your retired players. Looking at goaltender, let's see if any goaltenders have called it quits. And it looks like Martin Jones is retiring. We beat Martin Jones in the conference final. That was his last game in the NHL. Ben Bishop plays, 666 games. That's kind of creepy. Bishop, Markstrom, Bernier, James Reimer, Hutchison, Koskinen, Nelson, Berube. Those are your retired players. So congratulations to Alexander Ovechkin on finishing his Hall of Fame career with a Stanley Cup. I am so happy that we signed him, Patrick Kane, John Carlson, made that trade with Dallas for Honka and Sveshnikov. We got Kako for Krug from the Rangers. All around, I'm really proud of the moves that we made, getting Korostin. And Patrick Kane is up to a 91 overall. That guy just does not want to stop playing. Wow. So I'm going to look at the playoff tree here. I want to see the route that the Sharks had. So they beat the Canucks in 6. They beat the Coyotes in 6. the Jets in 5. So they had a fairly easy route to the final. We beat the Lightning in 6, the Panthers in 7, the Hurricanes in 6, and the Sharks in 6. So every series went 6 or 7 games. So no sweeps, of course, but it was a hard-fought battle for sure. Now, isn't this a great sight? The Stanley Cup. President's Trophy went to the Maple Leafs. Of course, the Sharks with the Clarence Campbell. Individual awards. Art Ross went to Connor McDavid. Of course, he had that ridiculous year. He had over 60 goals, over 60 assists, over 120 points. So he wins the Hart. Norris went to OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Lady Byng goes to Yamamoto from the Oilers. And there you go. Magnus Ståhlberg wins the Calder Trophy. A Calder Trophy and a Stanley Cup in your rookie year at 19. Not too bad at all. Conn Smythe, Capo Caco, Vezina Tristan Jarry, Jennings Tristan Jarry as well. Lindgren gets to Emil Masterton. Jack Adams goes to the Red Wings coach. The Selke goes to Elias Pettersson. That's nice to see. Tim Lindsay went to McDavid as well as the Maurice Rocket. So he won the Lindsay, he won the Rocket, he won the Art Ross, and the Hart. What a year for Connor McDavid. But we've got the trophy that matters the most. Going to take one quick look at the draft class and lines, and then we'll be calling it a video. The city of Moncton will be celebrating on Main Street. We're going to have a big party. Of course, all of the Maritimes will be there at the Avenir Center to celebrate the big win from the Atlantic Navigators. It looks like Zach Hubert from the Q, who had 97 points in 66 games, is got to go number 1. Callie Baker from the SHL. Philip Rintoul, who had a pretty good year over with the Owen Sound Attack, 61 points. Alexandre Joudry, a defenseman from Quebec. Then we got Marcus Kapitkanov, Jared Galvin. That's a look at your top picks for the upcoming draft. Now, as for the lines, I'm just going to go see the contracts real quick. I'm going to see the overalls. So Patrick Kane went up to a 91. Blaise a 90 overall. Ståhlberg is a 90 overall at 19. This kid is something else. I mean, I am so incredibly happy that we picked him in the draft. I'm so excited for him. Kako up to an 89. Carlson in 88. Wenberg in 87. Zadina in 87. Lamos 87. Janssen 85. Honka 85. Fleury 84, Timmins, Kunin, Sveshnikov, Korostin. There he went to he's still an 83. Denisov 81. Oh my goodness. We're going to have some work to do with the contracts for sure. Just re-sign some players. I mean, do we take Patrick Kane again? 91 overall. Unreal. Well, that's going to do it for the episode, guys. I would appreciate if you left a like for that Stanley Cup win. Subscribe if you're new so you don't miss out on any of the content. We're just going to get better and better and hopefully get some more Stanley Cups down the road. Really having fun with this franchise. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.